Honestly, man, this league is man. Fulham got away with one today. Fulham got away with two, actually. Oh my gosh, our performance wasn't great, but it didn't help the fact that we had a man sent off. Now, there is obviously something very controversial coming out of today's game with Andy Robertson having been sent off, but let's just look at this. Obviously, it's only going to be a still because I can't show any videos of this sending off because copyright, obviously. But Andy Robertson was sent off for this. Now, to me, this don't look like a sending off. I've seen worse than this that have just been given for yellow cards. And this is crazy. This league needs changing quickly because this isn't good for this league at all. Now, Issa Diop and Andreas Pereira's both committed bigger incidents in this game. Let's look at Issa Diop's challenge first. So, he goes for sort of Andy Robertson's thigh area, and you're going to tell... So, we put all four studs into Andy Robertson's thigh, and you're going to tell me that's not a sending off. You're going to tell me that isn't a sending off. You're going to tell me that that isn't a sending off. I'm getting bored of this league, I really am. Not the football, I'm just getting bored of these referees. Obviously, David Coote was sacked the other day for previous instance that he'd done. But honestly, I think even Virgil van Dijk came out and said that this referee looked nervous. Like, if you're going to be a referee, you need to know what you're doing, man. You really... In a professional league such as the Premier League, you need to know what you're doing. You really do. And Issa Diop's challenge on Andy Robertson was a sending off. No doubt about that. But let's look at Andreas Pereira's challenge on Ryan Gravenberch. Now, you're telling me studs to the back of the ankle isn't a sending off. You're telling me this isn't a sending off. Now, I don't know who this referee was, but he also gave Arne Slot a yellow card, which I'm assuming was because Arne Slot was complaining about the fact that Andy Robertson had been sent off. That's what I'm assuming it was. But he has every right to be complaining about the reason Andy Robertson was sent off the pitch on a red card. He has every reason to do that. And he was yellow carded for this. Now, it's got to the point where players, nor managers, can say anything to referees without them getting yellow cards. Now, I don't know who this referee is. I don't know if I've watched the match where he's refereed before. I don't know who he is. But my man clearly doesn't know what he's doing. Because, he gave out so many yellow cards today and one red card. Which I don't think even, it was a yellow card. It was a foul. But a red card? Come on, man. Is that a red card? In my opinion, that isn't a red card at all. Yeah. The game is going in a very bad direction. By the way, this is from my headset. By the way, if you can see that head didn't there, that's from my headset. I just thought I'd tell you that for some reason. But it was getting on my nerves, I won't lie. But this game is going in the complete wrong direction for the way it is being officiated because, man, that was not a sending off. But revenge was sweet when Diogo Jota scored that second goal. Revenge was sweet. Yeah. and now you can see why I always have a fringe, because of how bad my hairline is. But yeah, I genuinely don't think that sending off was a sending off. Yes, it was a yellow card, but was it a sending off? No, I don't think it was a sending off. He tripped him up, basically. Everyone's tripped a player up at times. That wasn't a sending off. But if that's a sending off, then the Issa Diop and Andreas Pereira challenges were sending offs. Because Andreas Pereira got a yellow card. He was lucky to get a yellow card. Fulham were lucky to have all 11 men on the pitch come full time. And yes, this sending off did cost us the 3 points. But everyone's getting at Robertson and saying he's not been good enough and saying he needs to be better. Yes, he probably does need to be better. But at the same time, don't have a go at the man when it wasn't his fault. Like, that may sound stupid, but this wasn't a red card. The crap officiating in this league is the reason why Andy Robertson was sent off today in this game. And only Liverpool fans seem to be talking about this. Now, everyone's obviously going to talk about Liverpool's bad performance, but this should be the headline in the papers, that Andy Robertson shouldn't have been sent off. It wasn't a red card. A yellow card at best, but not a red card. A yellow card and a free kick for Fulham, but not. This happened after we conceded the first goal, by the way, and this had also happened after Andreas Pereira had committed his challenge on Gravenberch. Now, I don't see where this league goes in the way of that we have too many decisions like this week in, week out. Too many. And now a referee has been sacked. A referee in the Premier League has been sacked. Now, it just makes you think, what more have referees done? Like, we might not know about it. I mean, I didn't know about, no one knew about this David Coote thing until it came out, obviously, on the internet. But we could have had referees that have paid managers or owners of clubs to fix the games. Like, we don't know. That hasn't happened. It could have. But they've just kept it a secret. And it might never be broadcasted out into the big world of football. But if that has happened, we don't know about it because we've never found out. But you know what? I would not be surprised in this league if there has been a club that has paid a referee to fix the game for them. It really wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't at all. I don't think that has happened, but it wouldn't surprise me if it has. But, like, we know how bad this league is with officiating. We've seen it many, many times before. VAR should have been there today to overturn those two. Like, VAR should have been there to say, you know what, that's a red card, he should be off the pitch. VAR should have been there. VAR never gives us anything. Ever. VAR never ever give Liverpool anything. If you ask me, we don't scrap VAR, but it needs to be massively improved. Because it's every season we have something like this, and it's to do with VAR. VAR is the 3-letter word that is the most talked about every season. And it's disgraceful, isn't it not? It really is disgraceful. Now, Liverpool weren't the best either. I can't just blame this on the red card that Andy Robertson received. Liverpool as a whole, obviously we haven't played in a week. We didn't play last week because of the weather conditions. So, I mean, we were lacklustre against Girona midweek, and now we've played at Anfield, and gotten a draw to Fulham. Now, yes, Muniz and I'd forgotten who else scored. Obviously, Muniz scored for Fulham. I don't know who else scored for Fulham. I'll probably kick myself when I find out. But, you know, that's what happens in football, I guess. This league is so bad. You know what? I'm gonna look at who it was because I'm going to kick myself if I don't look. Right. Yes, that's who it was. The most obvious one, Andreas Pereira. Oh my gosh, I would forget my head if it wasn't screwed on sometimes. But, you know, I am so bad at remembering stuff. But, yeah, Fulham, they've been pretty good this season. Obviously, they've now been in the Premier League for, 3 or 4 seasons? I think this will probably be their 4th season if they manage. Well, we're going to stay in the Premier League, let's not beat around the bush here. But Liverpool have to be better. We have to be better. And this is not just talking about the, this might still have been a 2-2 had Fulham only have had, it probably would have been a different score had Fulham only have had 9 players on the pitch. But, again, this league has got to be more consistent. It really has. If you're going to send Robertson off, fine. But you've got to send Issa Diop off and Andreas Pereira. Bear in mind, the one with Andreas Pereira where he put his studs into the back of Ryan Gravenberch's ankle, that happened before the Robertson one. And the Robertson one was, in my opinion, mild. So, obviously, I've only seen stills of this foul that Robertson committed, and from my point of view, it doesn't look like a sending off. But I'm going to watch it, and I'm going to see if it was that bad for a sending off. But yeah, officiating's really got to change in this league. It really has, but I can't excuse this performance today either. We got saved by Gakpo and Jota. We have to be better if we want to win this title. Chelsea are looking like a concern now. So we have to be better. We have to be better. We have to go and win next week. But yeah, if we win against Southampton in midweek, that will give us confidence to go and win next week. But if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do, which means subscribe, turn notifications on, and I'll see you. I don't even think I said post notifications there. But if you enjoyed that video, you know what to do, which means subscribe and turn post notifications on, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.